Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. I just have to see these other light Soma games. That last one, honestly, I'm sitting here thinking about how it might be one of the best TVZs I've ever seen from both sides. It was ridiculous. What an excellent game. What a superb show of skill and intelligence from these two players. You could not stop me from casting this and watching these games right now, these other two. You couldn't stop me. My children could come in crying, "Daddy, it's my birthday. Please, we're about to eat the cake." No! Come here and watch this game instead. This is your birthday present, and you'll be happy with it. Guys, thanks for tuning in to ArtosisCasts. Just awesome. Talking about really good control. Definitely it was. I tell you. Woo! I hope we have another good one. We're on Polestar here once again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually have too much to say. That's really sweet, though. He's saying that Soma had good control, and he says thank you. Very, very cool. I'd imagine they know each other. I think I recognize this ID from Light. I think I've seen that before. The Soma's is a little bit hard, but I mean, when you're playing at this level, you basically know who you're against. So, yeah. Really, really awesome. I tell you, we're really building up to some ridiculous storylines. I know people are going to be upset that Flash isn't going to play in the next ASL, but like, Effort and Soma? Dude. Ample is in unbelievable shape. We have some other players getting in unbelievable shape. Saber is so good right now. Promise is playing well. I've actually been meaning to do a deep dive on Promise. Maybe I'll have to do that next. We'll see. But, yeah, you probably don't know who Promise is. He's an amateur Protoss that's been around forever. I've actually played him like 30 times or something. He's really gotten so much better over the years, and he's like up near the top of the ladder right now. Very, very cool. It's awesome to see all these players playing so hard. And a lot of our players are in great shape from last season as well. I thought Queen and Bisu were both in really good form, even though Bisu didn't have that great of a tournament. But yeah, I mean, we're approaching. We're approaching. Anyways, it is a hatch first, just a barracks in the main base expansion here from Light. I always find it really interesting where you want to place your initial barracks in this matchup, okay? So there's like a big range of where people put it. So this one from Light, I'm not a huge fan because if something insane like a 4-pull happens, there isn't much room around here for micro. But that might be it too. Like, you know, you might try to put SCVs in front on both sides and make a little cage for your Marine where it doesn't get attacked, something like that. Flash actually likes to align it on top of the geyser, which seems weird. I don't know. For me personally, I put it right about there. Because it kind of like, it's the edge of where I'm going to be placing turrets and stuff to zone mutas, that type of thing. I don't know. It's just, I always find the different building placements interesting. And just how people choose what they want to do with that. Now, little 2 Marine push out here. He's just making sure that someone's making at least 4 lings, which he did accomplish. And notice how he hasn't made any more lings. Soma knows this game inside out, and he is not going to make an extra Zergling if he does not have to. Zergling speed is on the way. They are going to be finishing up. And this is just the little back and forth that you can see from these top players. I would not suggest doing moves like this unless you are basically pro level. Stuff like this can go so wrong. I can barely do these types of moves without falling apart. Because, like, look at this. See this counterattack? And look at how smoothly he gets these 2 in front. Oh, and then he doesn't get wrecked. This is exactly what it looks like when I do that. That is exactly it right there. And it happened to Light. That is the most cathartic thing that I could have today. What a wonderful day this is. Maybe it's my birthday. God. Seriously. That one little misstep, and suddenly he gets a full scout. He's killed Marines with him. His mutas are going to probably be out in time that he doesn't really need to make a sunk, and we'll see about that if Light tries to move out again or not. Right? Like, there's a lot of moving parts, but that was well done by Soma, and just a little tiny misclick from Light. If you can't consistently block that, and the thing is, Light will probably block that most of the time, but you can see even he doesn't do it right sometimes. And then suddenly these moves that are gaining you fractions of a % of advantage backfire. And it's like, oh, it gave him a little advantage. All right, Stim on the way. eBay as well. Soma over here with the Spire. Third hatchery in main base. This is going to be easier to macro. I was talking about the game with Saber where he put it kind of further to the side and threw Ample off. Honestly, I think that this is probably a mistake from Soma, but because, like, if you scan, you know there's a third hatch immediately because the creep will jump over and the creep will be misshapen, right? But the thing is, like, pros have little things that they do that they just want to do. Like, for instance, Sharp, my favorite player to watch. He puts his factories, like, vertically, where it takes more than one screen. What you want to do is have as many of your production structures on one screen as possible, so when you jump back, you can macro them all without having to scroll, right? It's just faster and more efficient. Sharp literally never does that. It's like, well, I mean, he's been to ASL finals like twice, so I guess it works for him, right? Like, the thing is, there's infinite to get better at this game. Infinite. So you don't have to necessarily do something because it's not optimal. You can just keep parts of your play suboptimal and work on other parts, and because there's always going to be parts that can improve, right? In fact, in all directions, you can always improve. Anyways, good defense here from Light. He has a factory on the way. Love the double missile turret. This has been becoming a little bit more popular. Oh, a dive in from Soma. I wasn't expecting that. I don't think that went quite as well as he wanted. If he hadn't lost the mutas, I think he would have been happy with that, but he lost a couple mutas in there as well. Light held it without too much problem. No more lings left here for Soma. Yeah, just kind of dogging around the army a little bit. He does have his additional third base going up there in the top left natural. I hope this goes into a big macro game, because I'd like to kind of discuss how to deal with a base like that. But right now we got to pay attention to these mutas. Soma has evil intent here. So we're all Terran players here at ArtosisCasts, right? Right? So yeah, he's gonna... Ooh, that was good by Light. Soma, I think a little bit of a misclick there. Now, I guess we can talk about this because I think he's kind of done. Pro gamer? He has to be joking, right? He has to know this is Light he's against. Anyways, he picks off a few units there. Yeah, so Light has found this base. This is important. And, oh, he's actually going for a siege tank. Ah, I see. Okay. So, yeah, Light has a timing here to potentially kill with a siege tank push. So you basically look at, like, if you already have a tank out and their Queen's Nest isn't done, you absolutely have that timing. So if you go 2 tank siege mode and you go, you can actually, like, you can push down the whole natural before Consume is ready. But right now, Soma is not, like, he's so slow on that. He's going to have to kill this push with Ling Muta. So he's making, like, a lot of Lings and Mutas right now. Well, just mostly Lings, but he has to kill the entirety of the push with that because Defilers just simply won't be out in time unless he somehow magically delays it that much, which does not seem possible to me. So Light should go now, but because it's actually so slow, he might wait for the vessel. And if he waits for the vessel, he has 3 tanks. The 3 tank timing push is actually from 2008. 3 tank vessel timing push. That used to be fast enough, but Defiler Rush has sped up so much since Remastered came out, it's a 2 tank timing push. So you actually have to leave before your vessel's out. So you bank some scans to make sure you don't run over lurkers, then go. And he's not moving. The thing is, obviously, when they slow it like this, you could still push back your own timing. Right? That's the important thing to learn here, but I'm just giving you some examples of the past tank pushes that we saw. All right, coming up with all the Marines and Medics now. This is actually a pretty good engage so far from Soma. He's reduced the Marine count a fair amount. which is important. But with the 5 racks, Light has remade a lot. He has +1. Siege mode is almost done. He's moving with 3 tanks. 3 tanks, 1 shot a lurker. So it is a fantastic number. I think Soma's just going to lose to this push. It looks like he wants a counterattack, which isn't a bad idea. I think whenever you push out like this, you should make at least 1 or 2 fire bats. So when stuff like this happens, you can just shred the lings quickly. But he's going to kill it all anyways, I think. Like, this will be bad for a minute, but Light's army is, like, unkillable. Okay, he leaves those on. In at least 1 fire bat got queued. But yeah, these are popping out in good locations for him anyways. Let's look at the push. That is really cute. He put a lurker up here to try to get some hits as well. And you're seeing how the vessel has to go back and forth for the detection. Okay, Light's push is just way too strong. My God. Just a killer push. Not a very fast hive is the problem. The hive was slow. Like, Soma was focusing on layer tech, like, probably too long here. There's a reason why people go for very fast hive. But that'll be it. Light wins their second game. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next time.